Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is your crew OTR, Over the Road Wrestling Podcast. This is episode 198, titled The Werewolf Gets His Match. We are 2 episodes away from 200. Really excited about this.
You,
This is your man, Trey, aka OTR Trey, aka Treyway, aka Thursday Night Trey? Yeah, Thursday Night Trey, aka Watch Party Trey.
you done? You got
Yeah,
it?
I'm
You
done.
finished? Okay, cool. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Jay, aka OTR Messiah, aka Full Time Jay, aka Production King. Boom.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add prediction champ as well to mine.
It's too late.
So yeah, aka predictions champ Trey. Yeah. All right. My job should be joining us later. If not, then we'll hold it down for him tonight. Uh, so I got a question for you
What's
before
up?
we get into anything. Uh, it's actually not really a question; it's a statement. I don't know if I like you having the F5 in our intro anymore. I'm gonna give you something else. Maybe you need
Nope.
like a fall from grace. The
A
over.
fall from grace. Stop trying to mess with
uh,
my stop trying to mess with my F5.
all right, so let's see. We got some good stuff for y'all tonight. Oh, so what I actually want to start with, because we know what our main topic is, which is going to
Okay.
be Jacob and Roman. Oh, we got a FH edit. Hey, yo, what up?
Yo.
I want to. So we talked about it last week, and I even broke out our breaking news graphic because it happened while we were recording. But I want to talk a little bit more about these releases and debuts. Um, we already gave our thoughts on the Wyatt Six, but I want to speak about Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. I don't think we did that last week, did we?
Uh, no, we didn't.
Okay. And then I have something that goes along with that. But what's your initial thoughts on Aleister Black and Zelina Vega getting let go? And Zelina Vega getting mad that Sean Ross Sapp reported it and she didn't get a chance to tell people. And she said, fuck him.
Nah, didn't she find out on stream? Like, didn't they report it while she was on stream, and that's how she found out?
I don't know. I feel like she had already known. I feel like she already knew, but she just hadn't told anybody yet. And then it got reported immediately.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. I briefly saw a clip of her stream, and she was talking about it, and I thought she had found out like right when she got on stream. Like, I think you gotta go back and look because I could have sworn I thought she said that they never told her about it, and she never got a call, and then they reported it, and that's how she found out.
Mm.
So I'm not 100% sure on that. I will say this: I don't understand why they cut out of everybody, why they cut Selena Vega. They put her in that situation. She was just fine by herself as a solo competitor, having matches and stuff like that, and they decided to stick her with her husband or boyfriend, or I don't know, I think they're married, whatever.
Yeah, husband. They're
But
married.
they created that situation. The women's division is ass, and they had Zelina Vega just sitting there with Aleister Black doing absolutely nothing. She could have had her own matches too in the women's division, in the mid card division. They could have had her. I mean, even if they weren't going to put the title on her, they still could have had her challenging. What's her name before she lost the title?
Oh,
Jade.
Jody. Oh, Jade.
Jade. But I don't know, man. WWE's creative is trash. And then I feel like they just dump the superstars and blame it on the superstars.
They fired Aleister Black a year after signing him back.
Yeah.
So I actually have something. Oh, I think we mentioned this before, but he was supposed to be the original man on the phone. That's what they're reporting. Instead of Pat McAfee, it was supposed to be Aleister Black. That's why you always saw him in the background of Cody and Randy shots.
Well, I would have liked it better if he was the man on the phone
It would have
versus,
made more sense.
yeah.
It would have made more sense getting him to tap into his dark side.
Once again, a horrible decision by somebody in the back.
So I have something here. I'm reading this off of Sports Kita, and this is from Mike Johnson of PW Insider. And it says that he recently noted that there could be a pattern behind the releases. This is mostly talking about the YS6. Um, but here we go. This is a quote. I don't know if there's a pattern, but I can tell you there's been a story bouncing around among talents that someone in the TKO realm isn't a fan of the darker characters, and that's been the blame placed on why the Wyatts, Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, etc., were all cut. One person even suggested to me that Undertaker being the American badass and not the dead man in appearances is proof of that outlook. I have no way to prove that this is correct, but the story has made the rounds this past week among numerous people we've spoken with. Whether there is something to it or just assumptions, I can't verify at this juncture. I guess we will see if and when WWE leans back into supernatural and darker characters again. Unquote. So, what you think about that?
It's probably correct. I mean, come on, let's be honest here, okay? WWE has a history of letting other people make decisions for themselves, right?
Well, TKO said they're over creative.
I mean, for the longest time during the PG era, they weren't allowing blood. Why? Because Mattel didn't want them to. We're talking about Mattel here. Mattel is a toy company who
Exactly.
makes toys, and they're telling them not to have blood on TV.
Because they're trying to sell the toys to the kids. The kids would love a toy
So
with blood on it.
Mattel ruined wrestling for a 10-year stretch with that damn PG era. That was some bullshit. But I'm just saying, like, it just goes to show, like, there's no telling what TKO in the background is doing, and they own WWE. Mattel was just a company that
A sponsor.
sponsored
Yeah.
WWE,
A
and they
sponsor they've
had
had
their
for
money.
years, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Uh
So
yeah,
I believe it.
I don't know whether to believe it or not. It does make a lot of sense though. The Undertaker coming out as the American badass. I mean, would you really want to see the dead man in telling people they go into Hall of Fame? Like that would be kind of weird if he was the dead man version.
I mean,
Um,
the Undertaker coming out as American Badass, inducting people into the Hall of Fame makes more sense. I don't know if that has anything to do with
yeah,
them not liking the dark side or anything, but I mean, I would, I think the American Badass is more fitting for
yeah,
a Hall of Fame induction. You know what I'm saying? Like these
yeah.
people are quote unquote badasses throughout their entire career. So,
And plus,
I'm,
that's
I'm
how the Undertaker dresses when he wasn't
yeah,
performing. That's how he
you
dresses.
you want him to get all done up in his outfit and wrestling gear and all that shit just to induct somebody into the Hall of Fame? Nah, that's doing too
Yeah,
much.
I'm cool. I'm cool on that.
Yeah.
And then as far because it did seem really abrupt to just cut the whole Wyatt family like that.
I
Uh,
mean, honestly, they should have cut them. And if I was them, I would have cut the MFTs too. That whole
they
segment
got
between
they tell them they still telling the story with the
I
MFT.
know, but I'm just saying that whole segment between the MFTs and the Whites was trash. So
I told you the fact that they went away from what the original plan for the Wyatts was, which was they were just getting at people that were being disrespectful to their family. I'm surprised them in the Judgment Day never fought. But yeah. Anyway, oh, so did you hear the rumors about why Kyrie Sane got cut?
no.
They just say that she was talking about moving back to Japan, so I guess they cut her so she can move back to Japan.
Bye. Go ahead. See you
Because I was
later.
like, because it was just weird how because she's in the middle of this Oscar Io storyline,
Yeah.
and the payoff was going to be her turning on Oscar and siding with Io, but now they're just doing Oscar and Io straight up, which
I
is fine.
mean,
But it's like I hate when they have stories that are being told and then somebody within the story gets cut, and it's like, what the hell? Just like when Carlito got let go during the Judgment Day thing, I was like, okay,
unpopular opinion, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not mad at the EO cut. Just saying. I mean, not the EO cut, the Kyrie's cut. I'm just that's
Well,
just.
we know how you feel about that whole crew. You
And
make
Carlito
personal
knew he
so
was. And let's be honest, Carlito knew he was on borrowed time. Like
yeah,
I didn't when Carlito came back when they had that match in Puerto Rico, it was supposed to be just a
one and done.
one and done.
Yeah, but then
So I mean,
the fans went crazy, so they kept him a little bit. He started fucking with the LWO.
they kept him for a little long too bit. But I mean, it
They
was nice
turned
to see
on him
Carlito back.
because Carlito. He brought. I liked what he brought to the Judgment Day
I I did at first, but then after a while, they just had him sitting in the background doing nothing.
because he was always the one person that when they tried to fight somebody that you could have get beat up,
That is
so
true.
you could protect other people. But what else did I have up here? Uh, okay, well while I'm looking at this, so the debuts. So we
Okay.
talked about it because we were recording live during SmackDown. So we got the whole Fatal Influence. I actually just reposted one of our TikTok videos to our story on there, where I said that they needed to just bring up the whole Fatal Influence and all of that stuff, and that's exactly what they did. I was actually not expecting them to do it. I thought they were going to leave Fallon and Laney down in NXT, but after watching NXT and all the new blood that they have, yeah, it's time to get people out of NXT and move them to the main roster or cut them
Well,
or do something.
them bringing up the whole fatal influence is actually smart. We
Yeah,
said that they need more women for the tag, like true legit tag teams, instead of putting together these makeshift tag teams. So, I mean, hopefully they can establish like a legitimate women's tag team division.
yeah, because right now we got them. We have the Bellas, which I am predicting that the Bellas are going to turn heel on Page once
Yeah,
Nikki
of
gets
course.
healthy,
Once Nikki gets better, they're turning on Paige.
and there's going to be on some. Oh, you were only supposed to come and help Bree. You weren't supposed to actually try to take my spot. Probably some shit like that.
I know people are calling for, even though she lost the title, people want to see the rematch between Paige and AJ Lee.
hmm
So they're calling for I know once uh Nikki gets better and they finally, turn on Paige. Me personally, I would like to see it. I'd like to see a rematch, but we don't got no ETA on when the next appearance will be for AJ Lee. So,
Yeah.
you
Did
know,
you see? You saw what I sent you, right?
no,
I
what'd you
sent it in the
send me?
group chat. I said in the group chat. So apparently, as of right now, uh, and it's about AJ. I was actually going to say this for later in the show, but shit, we here. Uh, damn it, where is it? Okay. Oh damn, I didn't send it to you because I want to talk about it on the show. That's why. Hold on, I
Uh,
sent it to
okay,
somebody.
I was about to say, like, well, what you say?
Okay, it says I got this from Wrestle Ops, on X. It says AJ Lee's work in WWE is over as of now, as her creative is effectively done. There is hope she will return for more programs and matches in the future, potentially at SummerSlam. But as of right now, she's done. They don't have anything for her.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense though. But I mean, she's coming back. She
Yeah, she
signed.
signed a multi-year deal,
Yeah,
so
that's what I was gonna say. She signed a multi-year deal, but people got to understand is that her multi-year deal isn't her back full time.
yeah.
So she
Which is
still has.
ironic because CM Punk was getting on Roman about not being full time.
You
Isn't
know,
that ironic?
I just said like, doesn't she still have the comic book tour that she's doing and stuff like that, or didn't she write a
Oh.
book or something like that? So I mean, she got other obligations, I believe.
Yeah, because I'm noticing that we're not getting a lot of rematches at Backlash. We're not getting AJ and Becky. We're not getting Jade and Rhea. We're not getting Roman and Punk.
Good.
Uh, we're
We don't
not
need it.
getting we're not getting the Usos and the Vision. I don't think
But
there's
you
any
know,
rematches. Now that I think
but
about
if
it, I don't
you
think there's not
notice
one
though, they
rematch.
ch- they they changed the name of Backlash. It's not that WrestleMania Backlash shit that they were doing.
I did not like that name.
Exactly. So when they did that WrestleMania Backlash, all they did was run back all the matches from WrestleMania from like it's like they didn't have anything, so they just threw that shit in there.
Liv and Stephanie not running it back because Stephanie's legit hurt.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hmm. But anyway, so and then so we got the debut of Ethan Page on Raw. We got Joe Hendry is officially on Raw. So
Yep.
Ruka is officially on Raw after her last woman standing match against
That's a
Zarya.
miss. That's a miss. So Ruka should have been on SmackDown.
Well, SmackDown is getting Blake Monroe.
I know, but I'm just saying, like SmackDown, So Ruka should have been on SmackDown. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because real talk. Well, no, let me not say that because Liv doesn't really have anybody to fight on Raw because a lot of them are involved in the tag division.
Mm-hmm.
Asuka and Io are going to be fighting each other.
Yeah.
Lyra and Bailey are in the tag division. Her crew is in the tag division. Roxanne and Raquel.
Well, you know who Liv is about to
Yeah.
face. Liv is about to face Roxanne.
Well, so you think that? So you think she's going to turn on her based off of the conversation she had with Finn?
Yeah, the fact that Finn showed up in the Judgment Day's locker room in their clubhouse. Yeah, yeah, he's
That
turning her.
also that also lets me know that um, the Judgment Day and Finn ain't done, which is to me stupid because you pull the demon out, but you want to continue the feud. When the demon beat Dom, that should have been the end of it.
I don't think I don't I think that he's done with Dom. I think he's more so going after JD now.
Yeah, but he still gonna have to deal with Dom because he saw what happened when they fought each other on Raw.
That's true.
I don't know. The thing about Roxanne, Liv made a good point. She was like, "Yeah, I know it was hard for you watching from home while we did what we did to Finn." But she said, "But it was also hard for me watching when Finn just brought you in like that." Because we know that Finn brought her in for nefarious reasons.
Yep.
And then some people are saying that uh, the way that Liv helped Roxanne and Raquel and the way that Roxanne reacted after she helped them win, that if she does turn on her, it ain't gonna be no time soon. Um, but I
Mm.
think eventually she will turn on her. But I think Sol Ruka would be a good person for Liv to fight for now. Um,
I mean, I guess I can see, but the only thing I hate about it though, they put her up against Sol Ruka. We know Sol Ruka is going to lose,
yeah,
so
because I think we talked about it. I'm pretty sure Rhea and Liv are going to hold those titles until Crown Jewel to fight each other,
most likely.
so we could get that both of them actually being champ at the same time.
I
uh,
don't think Cody is going into Crown Jewel as champion. I don't think Cody's going to get another. This would be his third back to back Crown
yeah.
Jewel as champion because he ended up
Well,
beating John
He
Cena
lost.
right at SummerSlam.
He lost to Seth, the Crown Jewel
No, I
champion
mean he lost, but I'm just saying he's been in the last three champion
match
versus
before.
champion. Well, if
Yeah,
he
yeah.
if he goes this time, it'll be three back to back. So I think that Cody Rhodes loses that title before Crown Jewel.
I can see that. Um, but going back, so Ricky Saints is supposed to be debuting on SmackDown, I think,
Mm.
this Friday. Because he had his farewell match on NXT on Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Um, I think the next people, I think within the next year, we're going to get Jada, Lola, and Kalani are all going to be moved to the main roster.
I
Um,
really thought Jada was going to come up. I really thought they
she
was
got
going
her
to move
beefing
her.
with old girl Kelly Armstrong.
I know. I just said though. I really like with this whole bunch of group of people that they were bringing up so early. I mean, maybe she'll be in the later batch of people that they bring up, but I really
Yeah,
thought that
because
she
she
was
could always.
going
Because honestly, I was talking to somebody at my job, and I honestly feel like Jada's going to be one of those people that just never win the women's NXT championship. I just feel like
probably,
she's not going to be that person.
probably
And that's fine because there's a lot of people that never won the championship down there. So Ruka never won that. She won the North. She was a
North
double champ
America.
though.
Yeah,
But she won North American and Speed. Uh, Lola, I feel like Lola probably. I figured they would put it on her more than Jada, only because of all the stuff she's doing in AAA. They got her being a double champ now with Mr. Iguana. Um, Kalani has already been TNA Knockouts champion. Maybe Jada might win that. Who knows? uh, but yeah, I feel like it's gonna be some more people coming up. I can see Tatum, Paxley, Izzy Dame. I can see all of them eventually getting moved up also. Probably within the next year. Cause did you see Shorty with the finish that everybody's talking about on Nikita Lyons when she picked
No,
her
I
up and
didn't
then she
see it.
kicked her in the head? Yeah, they so NXT they're starting to introduce new people from LFG and Evolve because they're trying to
Yep.
they got to start replacing these people. Tony
Yep.
D got attacked by some newbies.
Well,
um
they gotta. Don't they have a new season of Evolve starting?
they got a new LFG that's out.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, because Evolve is every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I think it's pre-taped. uh, oh, Truth, what up? Yeah, and then if you notice, they're starting to treat NXT back like it's developmental. Did you see? I sent y'all about the CW deal.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay,
Look,
so her name is Lizzie Rain. That's the chick that did the finisher that I was talking about.
I'll say this, okay? To me, NXT, no matter how much they try, NXT is always going to be developmental.
And they need to
But
keep it like that.
I'm not going to say in the terms of NXT. To me, it would be like, I guess you could say it would be like AAA, or I guess you could say it would be like the, what is it, the XFL or whatever the hell it's named now. Like that's what I would say it is. Yes, it's developmental, but it's that one step right before you get called up to the main roster. Um,
Yeah,
so LFG Evolve is where you're going to learn your basics, figure out your niche, and then NXT to me is where you're going to hone in on that character, hone in on those skills, hone in. You know what I mean? Like that's what
yeah.
NXT is, which
And
is still developmental.
I'm fine with that because you could tell that they were moving in that direction. Number one, when they took the NXT PLEs off of Peacock and put them on YouTube,
Yep.
but now where the show actually is, so I'm gonna read this to y'all. It says the CW network acquires exclusive broadcast rights to WWE NXT premium live events in multi-year deal. So the network will air 20 NXT premium live events over the next several years, including Stand and Deliver, the Great American Bash, Deadline, and Vengeance Day. The NXT premium live events join NXT weekly shows on the CW every Tuesday. So pretty much these PLEs will no longer be over the weekend; they will be on Tuesdays. So kind of like how
And
you know how AEW runs those specialty shows. They're not PLEs, but they're like specialty events that they do instead of showing Dynamite. It's like Grand Slam Australia Dynamite, some shit like that.
I mean that's good. In the CW, is it come? I wonder if is it going to be on the CW channel, or is it going to be on their app? Because the CW app is free.
Yeah, if they don't show live TV.
That is true. They don't show live TV.
Yeah, they don't show live TV because you can watch NXT the next day up
Yeah.
there, but you can't watch it live.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be running it. But that'd be cool though. You know what I'm saying? Seeing a stand and deliver on a random Tuesday.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. I ain't mad
y'all,
at it.
y'all, y'all will get more watch party Tuesdays from me once that
There you
happens.
go.
All right. So, did you have anything else on the releases or debuts?
Nope.
All right. So speaking of debuts, this gentleman made his debut earlier in the year and seemingly has retired Brock Lesnar. My question now is, um, booking wise, where do you think Oba goes from here? Because you have him squash Grayson Waller after having him pretty much squash Brock Lesnar. Like what? Unless you have him going after Roman, like what can you do with him to capitalize off that massive win at WrestleMania?
In my opinion, I think that they need to go ahead and I think Oba needs to take the belt off of Penta.
Okay.
That's where they go from now. I don't think that you just shoot Oba straight to the moon to face Roman. I still think it's too soon. And I mean, yes, he has a big following. Yeah, I think that they should go ahead, put the Intercontinental title on him.
You gotta do the dance, man.
Yeah, let him get a good run, maybe for the rest of this year with the Intercontinental title. If it was me and I had control of creative for the rest of this year, Oba wasn't losing. Oba's not losing. I
Mm-hmm.
would put Oba in the match with Penta, and then I would have Oma just dominate every Oba Femi would be this year's version or the new age version of Goldberg when he debuted, and how Goldberg went pretty much undefeated for what was it? How long was it? He was a WCW fan. Goldberg
Uh,
went
he went
undefeated
over I think for like a year,
for like a year. Yeah,
maybe a little more, and became a
Oba
double champ
wouldn't be
because
losing
when
the
he
match for the rest of this year. If I was the creative, you know what I mean? Like if I had control of creative, and at some point in time, I would have Oba with both belts, the Intercontinental belt and the World Heavyweight Championship belt, and then I would make his first loss come by like a fucking ladder match or something crazy where technically he doesn't have to be pinned to lose the Intercontinental title. And then now he transitions that dominant role into the World Heavyweight Championship and let him get a good run in with the World Heavyweight Championship. Doesn't have to be long. We already said this. You don't need 1, 2, 3 year champions. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with him running, 4 or 5 months with the World Heavyweight Championship and then letting somebody come in and shock the world.
Truth says, if I'm booking Oba IC champ and carries that title long enough to face Roman title for title.
I mean, I'm just saying that's how I would do it. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I do. I definitely think that he needs to get into a proper feud because he hasn't had one yet since he's been on here. I thought that he was going to have like a little mini feud with Rusev, but
Or if you want to keep the dominant, I was just about to say, if you want to keep the dominance going, let Rusev beat Penta, right?
mhm.
Let Rusev beat Penta, put the Intercontinental title on Rusev, let Rusev hold it until SummerSlam, and then put Oba versus Rusev at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I definitely think that if Oba wins the IC title, it'll be at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
And I think, and honestly, it probably should be on a heel because Oba's a face,
yeah.
so it should be on a heel. Because at first I wanted to see, but damn, I wanted Javon to get the IC title. Him and Javon could have a crazy feud
But
because they
why
had a
not
crazy
let?
one in NXT.
But that's what I'm talking about when I say shock the world. Why not let Javon shock the world and win that IC title off of Oba and like I said, do like they did at WrestleMania. Do a IC title, ladder match or some shit like that. Something where Oba doesn't have to be pinned to lose the title, but he lose. It's still gonna be a shock.
Yeah, because yeah, I'm glad that we're kind of on the same page with that because I was just thinking it was like sometimes WWE they can shoot themselves in the foot
Yeah,
by giving too much too early, if
yeah.
that makes sense. Because at first I didn't want Oba to face Brock because I thought that Brock was going to beat him. Now I'm thinking, well, damn, it's like it's not like he won the championship in his first NBA Finals or something, but that's damn near close. You just retired Brock Lesnar in a 4 minute match.
And you got to keep that momentum going. Like you can't take your foot off the gas pedal. Now that he did that, whether Brock was whether Brock went off script or not, because everybody keeps saying that he went off script and he wasn't supposed to retire like that, and that's the reports that are coming out. Whether he went off script or not, at the end of the day, everybody's still going to view it as Oba retired Brock Lesnar. So you have to keep that momentum going, and you have to carry that, and you can't keep putting him in these bullshit squash matches against people that he's just going to beat down like Grayson Waller.
Facts.
It's time to put him in a legitimate feud. Even the feud that he had with Brock Lesnar, it was entertaining. It was exciting. Like we
Hmm.
got to see Oba dominate Brock Lesnar more than one time to the point where you was like, shit, he better win. You know what I mean? Like we want Oba to win. So Y'all can keep that going. They got enough people in there that they can keep going. You know what I mean? Keep that momentum going.
Hmm. Okay. So this wasn't on my topic list, but I just thought about it. So we can run through this real quick. What were your thoughts on the Seth and Braun Breaker promo? When do we get Oba Gunther? Not sure. Not sure when we would get that. I would love to see it though.
If we get Oba and Gunther, we're gonna get that when Oba gets the title.
Yeah.
How did I feel about the
Seth and Braun Breaker promo.
week? It was weak. But at the same time, I get it. They need to finish this storyline so that they can move on to something else. Um, I saw a video, and in the video, they was talking about how most people believe that Braun Breaker should win, but the guy that was narrating the video believed that Seth Rollins should win. Um, I say this: if they this with this feud, I think that they should just go ahead and let Braun Breaker win and kind of end it, and then let Seth Rollins move back on to, because at this point now, one of the things that people want to see is Seth Rollins versus
Roman.
Roman. And as long as Seth Rollins is still tied up with this whole vision BS, we're not going to get that. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of ready for Seth Rollins. They kicked him out. Yeah, everybody got injured and stuff like that. But now Braun's back, Seth's back. Let's get this match. Let's get it over with. And then, you know what I mean? Let's get Seth Rollins to move over and challenge Roman. Because I kind of feel like that's where SummerSlam might be headed towards.
Well, if you go back and look at the recent history of WWE, whenever somebody gets kicked out of their group, they always come back and dominate the group.
That is true.
So see with the Judgment Day all the time. Uh, so I'm not. I would love for Braun to win it because honestly, Braun needs a big solo victory.
That's also too, that
He
part
hasn't
too.
had a good solo victory in I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, his last match was trying to take the title off of CM Punk, and he lost. So
exactly. And then it looks like Logan and Austin are getting involved with Joe Hendry. So Seth
yeah,
ain't worried about them. Seth, his sole focus is on Braun Breaker.
I mean, have you noticed that they really haven't been acknowledging Austin Theory and Logan Paul when it comes down to the vision? I mean, we know that they're still part of the vision, but
Yeah, I think it's
like,
mostly because um, they're so focused on the Seth and Braun part of it. And to be honest, Logan and Austin weren't a part of him getting kicked out. That was Bronson Reed that was there.
I know, I'm just saying though, like even with Paul Heyman, the last couple of weeks, Paul Heyman hasn't really, outside of like the opener of Monday Night Raw and stuff, you haven't really seen him with Logan and Austin. It's like they'll open the show with Paul, but then as the show continues, he's not there.
I'm still waiting to see what's going on with Maxine Dupree when she's going to debut as the first female member of the Vision, first official female member.
Mm.
Uh, so Seth brought up in the promo, calling him Steiner,
No, he
and
said he's not even the best Steiner.
yeah, and I was watching Busted Open Radio with Bully Ray, and I thought about this. Do you think they should just scrap the name Braun Breaker and make him like Braun Steiner since everybody knows he's a Steiner?
No.
Because Braun Breaker sounds like a 1980s uh, cartoon character.
If they were going to do that, they would have had to do that before he got into the vision and they made him so dominant. At this point now, he's Braun Breaker. I don't even think that they could revamp his character and bring him back as something else. Like he's Braun
I think
Breaker.
they can. I mean,
No,
hell, when LA Knight was Max Dupree and everybody hated that shit, he literally cut a promo saying, "Oh, I wasn't who I really supposed to be," and blah blah blah. And when he told Maxine that he ain't going by Max Dupree no more, he going by L.A. Knight. Yeah, like it can be done.
One, Max Dupree was a stupid ass name. I'm
But him
just
being a manager for the male models made no sense anyway.
that too, that
Hmm.
too. But I mean, oh yeah,
Heartbreaker
the
is better.
fucking maximum male model. Oh god, that was so awful.
Braun Breaker, that sounds like one of those generic names that they give you in developmental. Braun Breaker. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's not the worst. It's not. There's been worse.
I've heard worse, but I've definitely heard better. And I think you could, and then I don't understand why WWE did that because they love playing up on legacy acts. Charlotte Flair, Dominic Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. I mean, Cody and Ray, those are the real names. But
Yeah,
well, actually, no, Cody's real last name is Runnels.
yeah.
But yeah, like they love playing up on nepotism and
But maybe
legacy.
that was his decision, though. Maybe he didn't want to go as Steiner.
Yeah, but I feel like in NXT when you're first coming in, I thought they didn't give you a choice. Like you could tell them what you want to be called, but they pretty much pick the name for you unless they really
I
like
mean,
the
how many
idea.
people come through NXT that are third generation and with the legacy that they have? Not that many. So
Mm, I
you
don't
know,
know.
maybe he had the opportunity to choose his name, and that's what he chose. I don't know.
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
if that's the case, he probably told them that he'll be whatever they call him. Just don't call him Steiner. I feel like that's probably what he
maybe
said.
I feel like
He might have said,
Steiner.
"Oh,
I feel like Steiner was definitely proposed to him, and I feel like it was turned down.
he probably didn't want to do it because he probably wanted to number one see if anybody noticed that he was a Steiner, and number two, kind of like you know how like certain authors or actors they'll change their name because they don't want to be associated with their famous relatives.
Why didn't you tell me he was a Creed?
Yeah. Oh shit! You talking about Creed? Yeah, yeah. Creed is a perfect example. He was going by fucking Adonis, whatever the hell his name was,
Adonis Johnson, boy.
Adonis Johnson. So that makes sense. He probably didn't want to be called Steiner because he probably didn't want to be pigeonholed and wanted to do it on his own.
That's the only thing I can't think about. I mean, if it was me, I would be taking the Steiner last name if it
If
was
I,
me.
if I was him, I would next time I go on a long break that's not like injury related, I would come back with Steiner as my name.
But now you can't do Braun Steiner. That shit sounds awful.
Well, shit, give him his real name.
I'm just saying.
Whatever his real name is, Rex or something. I think his real name is Rex. But anyway, um, I would love for Braun to win this, but honestly, I feel like they're gonna have Seth do it.
I feel like
Unless Bronson Reed has been cleared and we don't know about it and he gets involved.
yeah. If he doesn't, I feel like Seth's taking a win for sure.
Mhm. All right. Let's get to our main topic of the night. Hold on. Truth said his real name is Bronson. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That still sounds
Bronson,
awful. Bronson
Bronson
Steiner.
Steiner.
Nah.
BS. All right. So, did you watch the cold open for Raw with the Usos and Roman sitting at the table?
Yeah.
Uh, Apparently, they're now dubbing themselves the First Family instead of the Bloodline. How you feel about that name?
I think it's a play on words. The bloodline is coming back. And the bloodline will be back once they add certain key pieces. Those key pieces, one is going to be Jacob Fatu, and then the last key piece is going to be Solo.
Who they name dropped in the recent promo on Monday.
Yes,
When I liked the promo Jacob talking about because they said it in the cold open. Jimmy was like, we should have brought him up, da da da. And Jay was like, no, he's crazy. He's
yeah,
insane. There's a reason why we stayed away from him. And then Jacob in his promo was like, Solo was the only one that reached out to me. He was the only one that helped me out. That's why he had such a soft spot. That's why he declared his loyalty to him. was because he's the only one that looked out for him when
Yep.
everybody else had the chance to and they didn't.
And then Roman came back and said that he was the one that told him to call him. So
Man, Roman just be talking. I don't be believing. I don't be believing
Roman
it.
do just be talking. Roman definitely just be talking. Roman is a gaslighter.
It
And
really
he's a
is.
damn good gaslighter. I gotta give it to him on that one
He's a
though.
world champion gaslighter. Like what the
But
hell, Roman?
I will say that this storyline to me is starting to build up, and it's starting to build up really, really good. And I'm looking forward to it because we're starting to get small little hints. We've already been getting um we've already been getting the little subtle hints with the MFTs in Solo. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We got even more of that on Friday when what was it, Tamatonga?
Yeah.
When he took the super kick from Jacob though, but still interrupting Solo. Uh After Solo beats Jacob, it's interesting to see if Jacob is going to instantly fall in line, or if we're going to have to wait until Monday Night Raw, where Roman's basically going to demand Jacob to fall in line. At which time, I think that's when Jacob finally does acknowledge Roman and fall in line. And then they set their sights on Solo.
So truth says Roman is a diabolical manipulator and gaslighter.
He definitely is. He definitely is. And he does it with a smile on his face, too. That's the crazy part about it.
And he
He
be
know he
so
be gassing.
serious. Like he really be
Yeah.
believing the bullshit that he be saying.
I low key be believing him, man. That shit be believable as hell. And he be gaslighting the shit out of them.
Nah, because sometimes he'll say some stuff and Jay will just look like, what? Like, what'd you just say? Uh, but you notice Jacob was getting a couple boos on
Yeah.
Monday.
Well,
And
come on, man. Let's be honest. When you go up against the bloodline and you go up against Roman, it don't matter how much they like you, they're gonna boo you. Look
mhm,
at WrestleMania. They were booing the shit out of CM Punk.
yeah,
There's nothing you
yeah.
can do about that.
Uh I do like the fact that he's using the Tongan death grip or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The thing that Haku used to use. For those of y'all that don't know, it's like, doesn't he just do this? Like he takes it and puts it under your neck like
Something
that.
like that. I don't even.
Now because Roman and Roman is mad condescending because he didn't want to he still didn't want to give Jacob the match until Jacob put his hands on him and then he said I'll see you at Backlash.
Yeah.
But Jacob got booed because of the Tongan death grip. That's an all-time heel move by his uncle. Yep.
Well,
Uh
that makes that. I mean, I believe that too.
I do like that he's added that to his repertoire because you know he ain't gonna be able to do that moonsault forever.
But he gonna do it. What Wait till the death grip comes out at Backlash. It's gonna be
Hmm.
very interesting. Now,
Now,
here's the question.
okay,
The
go ahead.
$1 million question is: does Roman beat Jacob straight up, or is there something that's going to happen in the match that's going to cause a distraction for Jacob to lose? Because I feel like Solo's getting involved in this match.
I feel like they have to. Roman was disrespecting the hell out of him.
Yeah. I feel like Solo gets involved. Solo starts attacking Roman.
Usos come
Jacob
out.
comes out and takes out Solo because he's interfering in the match. And then it leaves the opening for Roman to spear him or do whatever and beat Jacob.
Truth says Jacob gonna put the death grip on and refuses to let it go and get disqualified.
Nah, that's too easy.
And that's something that Roman would do.
Yeah.
Like when he put the guillotine on Seth and wouldn't let it go.
Now, if they do that, then that's definitely extending
To
this
turn.
this feud and storyline, which I could see them doing something like that. Now that you said it, shit. Now that he did say it,
Because
I could.
not because you gotta think about it, like, do you really want to have Jacob and Roman just be one and done?
Okay, so then Jacob gets disqualified, asks for another match, and then basically Roman ends up giving him one more match, and it's kind of like that ultimatum, kind of like he
Yeah.
gave Jay,
Put a stipulation on it.
put a stipulation on it. If you lose, you got to acknowledge me, fall in line. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that would make the most sense because that way you protect Jacob by not having him take a pin. You pretty much protect Roman because Jacob's going to get disqualified, so Roman's not going to take a pin either, and then you could move it on because one of the things that Roman said to him was, "Yeah, I want all those things for you too. I want you to have a bigger house, better schools, more money, all that. But can you handle this?" And
Yeah,
then he said, "But not can you handle winning it? Can you handle losing and having to acknowledge me?" So they're planting the seeds of him
yeah,
having to acknowledge Roman.
it's coming.
Now, I ain't gonna flex. A bloodline with the Usos, Jacob, and Solo would be crazy.
Be crazy,
And then they will probably beef with the MFTs.
probably.
They're all brothers, plus JC Mateo. And then you just have to add one more. Maybe they could get Bronson Reed again.
I
He's
don't know.
Samoan. But
No, it would be fine because Roman wouldn't be in the match because he's the
true.
tribal chief.
Yeah.
So it would still be 4 on 4.
Oh God. Oh my God. Are we leading to another fucking bloodline war games? Oh my God.
Could be.
I'm thinking about it right now. 4 on 4.
Well, no, because war games usually what, five?
Oh yeah, it's 5 on 5.
Five on
I'm thinking
five?
about the I'm thinking about 2K where you could do 4 on 4.
Uh,
Uh yeah. I'm curious about this Roman run. Because like we said, it's not gonna be he's not gonna have it for a whole year, I don't
no.
believe. Um because he won it at WrestleMania, so if he held it until WrestleMania again, that would be a full year. So I don't know. I'm interested because I feel like Jacob is another one. He's already been a US champ, he's been a tag champ. So I mean, unless you want to put
You
the
think,
IC title on him,
you think
going
Jacob?
for the main title is where he needs to go next.
Yeah,
And then but I don't I want the bloodline back together, but I actually don't want Solo to join them because I feel like Solo never got a true proper run as a solo star because he went from being in a group to leading a group just to join another group.
that is true.
At least Jacob's been on his own.
But I will say this: I feel like ever since Solo went to leading the group, and they kind of did that character change with him, where he's wearing the suit and the gloves and stuff like that. Now, I don't really care for that version of Solo.
A lot of
I
people don't
like
like this new silly version of Solo.
I like the raw Solo that used to come out with his feet taped, barefoot and all that shit. Like that's who I want to see back.
Whether they give him the stink face, his pops is Rikishi.
It's true.
All right. You got anything else that you wanted to talk about before we get into
Nope.
big hits? Okay. Uh, so it looks like so remember I talked to you about WrestleMania. They were trying to get 43 initially was going to go to Nashville this year
Yep.
or next year, but it looks like WrestleMania 44 will actually be they're trying to get it to go to Nashville for WrestleMania 44.
So they're going to do Saudi next year, and then the following year after that, it's going to be Tennessee.
That's what it's looking like. Uh he said I prefer Street Champ Solo from NXT. Oh, matter of fact, I do have a question. Damn this. Uh Street Profits. Do you think that they should go ahead and put the titles on them, take them off the vision like
Yes.
quickly?
Yes. Absolutely yes. And I hope it happens soon.
Damn. Okay. Let me see. The post WrestleMania 42 viewership numbers are in, and the Roman Reigns effect is massive. Raw got 3.3 million viewers, while SmackDown got 1.26 million viewers. I think. Do you think people are tired of Cody as champ? Like this is a legit question.
It's not that, man. I think people are tired of. SmackDown's lineup is just weak.
And SmackDown is they did say that SmackDown within I guess next couple of months will be going back to a 2 hour format.
Mm.
Because you know the only reason they went to 3 hours was because they had The Rock involved, and The Rock be so damn long winded with his promos. He was going over time, so they would start booking the show for 3 hours.
SmackDown should have never been a 3 hour show anyway, to begin with. So I mean, the 2 hour show is fine. It's cool. I'm fine with that. Um, they need to work on. They need to work on their uh their roster, and I get that's one of the reasons for all the call ups and everything like that. But it's hard to say. It's not hard to say. SmackDown roster isn't the best. And it's been that way for a minute. Honestly, it's been that way ever since the bloodline kind of split up and left. Because I mean, the bloodline was what was holding SmackDown together for all those years. So
If we keeping it real, right? If we keeping it real, Raw's roster ain't that much better either. When you really think about it,
it's not. I give you that one. It's not.
especially with the way that they're using people, like it's too confusing. Like they need to do a hard reset, but they'll never do it.
But we said this already, though. We knew SmackDown was chalked when that one time we counted, and the bloodline on SmackDown had, what was it, 7 segments?
Like 7 or 8.
7 or 8 segments throughout a 3 hour show. We said that. We was like, this shit is chalked. So
Yeah,
until they fix that, it's always going to have the viewership that it has.
and if we keeping it a buck, they need to just have the profits win and then have them fight. What's the name? Truth and Priest, and just unify them damn titles because they don't have enough. They don't have enough tag teams for 2 titles.
They're not going to do that.
They won't, but they don't take tag team wrestling serious. I'll say this about AEW: they at least give a damn about the tag division.
Yeah. Well,
But
AEW got factions with fucking 80 members in it. So yeah, they got more people to use
and they got
for
a trio. They
tag.
have two sets of trios. One for the women. They got one for the women, right? I
Yeah,
think.
no.
Yeah.
Do
I
they?
don't know. I don't think they. I don't, actually, I don't remember. I'm the AEW guy too. Damn. But yeah, but they got trios. They got tag titles. So yeah, WWE just doesn't take tag wrestling serious, and I don't know if they ever will. I thought when
No,
Vince
they
McMahon got out of there, because Vince
tag
McMahon
wrestling, tag
didn't
team
like
wrestling
factions.
died once we lost the heavy hitters, like the Dudleys and DX and the Hardys, and once all of them started going solo and leaving the company and everything like that. I mean, you had some good tag teams in between there, but that's when that tag team division was really truly like at its peak. And,
And you know what the
and
crazy part is? It was literally at its peak because of 4 tag teams.
yeah, that's
It
true.
was literally 4 tag teams. They didn't need 2 belts. The
That's,
Dudleys, Edge and Christian, the Hardys, and pick a team to put in there.
and then they had a bunch of makeshift tag teams that were very entertaining back then, because then you would get like Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio,
Mm-hmm.
or you would get some off stuff every once in a while. You got the Brothers of Destruction that would join together
True,
and
yeah.
dominate the tag team division. Like the problem, like I said, this all goes back to the problem is just that their roster right now, their
Do you think
roster
that
is
they should?
lacking.
Do you think they should redo a version of the 2 man power trip?
Why not?
'Cause I'm trying to think who they would be, who they would do it with. It would have to be well, like what if it was Cody and Punk? That'd be crazy, and they were heels.
That would be wild.
But one of them would have to have the U.S. title, the other would have to have the World Championship. I mean, the Undisputed Championship, and then they have to go after the tag titles
That would be crazy.
because they low key did it, but they did it with the women because they did it with Bailey and Sasha.
Yeah.
Because Sasha was the Raw champ, Bailey was the SmackDown champ, and then they were the tag champs.
Yep.
Because they didn't have the mid card titles yet.
And I called that one too when that happened, remember?
What? That they were going to win all the gold?
Yeah, I called that one.
Matter of fact, damn, you did. I had to think about it because that was pandemic era.
I called that what, like 2 months before it happened. I can't remember what it
Mhm.
was, but it was something like that.
You could see them. You could see it happening though, because when you make a super tag team like that, like a super team,
Yeah,
it's inevitable.
just like I
Uh,
called Bianca being pregnant 2 months ago, and y'all shrugged it off, and now you won't give me my extra points for
well, you didn't say that. You didn't call it for WrestleMania. You didn't even say she was gonna show up.
it.
And I said, and the only reason I poo pooed it was because everybody up here just keep trying to put babies in people. Um. Okay, so even though their match eventually happened, oh, so it looks like the Judgment Day versus Fatal Influence is rumored to happen on Monday. So 3-on-3.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, because right now, yeah, they showed up on SmackDown, but I don't know if they're officially SmackDown.
I mean we don't know.
I mean, hell,
We
it
just now got Oba after he showed up how long ago, declaring that he was a SmackDown superstar. So
did you see the rumors that TKO confirms that WWE is using AI for creative?
that was only a matter of time.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But it looks like here, I don't think they're actually like using it fully for it, but they said something about when they're in storyline, they'll put stuff in and just see what AI says. I guess will be the best outcome. God, I'm still pissed off about WrestleMania Night One because that was clearly a TKO AI show. uh,
Imagine they get rid of all their producers for AI. AI, book the next WrestleMania matches.
Kevin Nash says TKO doesn't respect the legends that built WWE.
I wouldn't say that they don't respect them. I just don't think that they understand them, and I don't think that they really understand. Like, I don't think they really have a grasp on it. You got. I think TKO is just about let's make let's make money, however it's going to get us there. But they don't. I don't think that they really are invested in the craft of storytelling and matchmaking and stuff like that. I really don't think so.
So this is from the Matt Cam Wrestling. I'm on their IG, and it says Roman Reigns finally hit his first 5-star WrestleMania Classic after delivering two 4.75-star matches in recent years. They have the match against Cody at WrestleMania 40 as a 4.75. They got the triple threat against Punk and Seth at 4.75, and they got his match against Punk as a 5-star match.
Mhm.
Another fun fact is CM Punk now. I don't know if you've seen it online. He has officially lost a world championship to every single member of the Shield.
Oh shit!
He lost the AEW title to Moxley. He lost to Seth via cash in, and then he lost to Roman at Mania.
Oh wow! There, I didn't even think about that. Okay.
The group that he helped build, he officially lost a world title to all of them at some point.
Well, another fun fact that I saw is that now that Roman has won this title, he's officially has the most title reigns out of everybody in the Shield. So I think Roman now is on reign number 7. Moxley has 6 or 5, and then
Yeah,
Seth has 6.
I'm about to say because Moxie damn they got all his in the first 2 years of AEW.
Yep. So
Subscriber question is: do you think that Roman versus Punk is a top 5 WrestleMania main event
yes,
of all time?
yes, I think so. Here's the problem with comparing stuff to all time. It's hard to say no right now, right?
Because it's fresh.
And then when we look back on it 5 years from now, we're gonna say, "Dang, remember that match with Seth and Roman? Damn, that was a good match." And you know what? It's been a while. Let me go back and watch that because I catch myself doing that nowadays with like when The Rock faced Hulk Hogan. I mean, at that time when it happened, when it just happened, I said, "Damn, that was a really good match." Hulk Hogan finally went back face off of that match, and he turned on NWO, and NWO turned on him and stuff.
Yeah,
But at that time, it was just all right. That was a good match after WrestleMania. But now we go back and we look at it, we go, damn, that was a classic.
yeah. I think Cody versus Roman 40 was had more theater to it
Yeah.
because of the quote unquote Avengers that came to help him, and with The Rock being involved, it was more theatrical. It was more cinema. But Punk and Roman was a better match
Okay. Let me
to
ask
me.
you this question, right? What would you say? Would you put Daniel Bryan winning his first title in all time top WrestleMania matches?
Yes,
Okay.
and mostly, and it ain't even just a match because with wrestling, it's more than just a match. Everything that led up to the championship match, also
There you go.
the fact that he had to beat Triple H earlier in the night to get the title match and make it a triple threat.
But that's the
Everything that
same
led
thing.
up to it.
That's the same thing I put with Kofi Kingston in his first one. I still go back to this day and I
And Kofi got a
watch.
top five WrestleMania main event.
Yeah, if you
Were they even in the main event?
they were the main event. Well,
Okay.
no, they kicked off, didn't they? No, it was the main event. That was the main event.
What WrestleMania was that? What number?
I gotta go back and look and see.
It might have
But
been like
but the reason why I brought it up is because to this day, still, I don't just go and just watch that match. I'll go back and I'll watch the entire segment from when he got put into that elimination chamber match all the way to leading up when the New Day had to go through multiple of those gauntlet matches for Vince to keep coming out and calling Kofi Kingston a B plus, you
Mhm.
know,
Player.
wrestler and superstar and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's the whole segment building up to the WrestleMania, and that's what made it one of the top moments at WrestleMania, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 35. And no, he wasn't the main event. That was Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte.
Oh, that's right. That was okay.
And I don't hold on. Did Bianca and Sasha main event at Mania? I think they did. I think they made history as the two first black women to main event. I think they did.
I want to say they did.
Let me see. Did Sasha versus Bianca main event? No, because I was at WrestleMania 35. Oh wait, no, they did. They main evented night one of WrestleMania 37. That was the
Ah,
main event. Okay, April 10th, 2021. Yeah, Bianca Belair defeated Sasha Banks to win the SmackDown Women's Championship, marking the first time two black women headlined WrestleMania.
was that when WrestleMania first started going to two nights?
Yeah, because Kofi and Daniel Bryan was 35. That was one night.
Yeah.
Uh, I think so. When did Mania become two nights? Yep, the next year, 36. So
Yeah.
the first two night WrestleMania was WrestleMania 36, which aired, and that was the COVID Mania.
Yep.
Yep. Because remember, because it was supposed to be in Tampa that year, and then they went back to Tampa the following year.
Yeah.
They damn near had the same graphic and everything from the year before.
Well, they ran it back because the first one was in the dome, but
Yeah,
they ran it as it was still Tampa when it wasn't. And then the next year they did the whole, Tampa pirate
at
thing.
the Buccaneer Stadium.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, nice little history lesson for y'all. Uh, you got anything else before we get up out of here?
nah, man, I'm good.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to. Hold on. Whoa. No, I gotta play music. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to episode 198 of the Overall Wrestling Podcast. Again, we are two episodes away from 200. We will keep y'all informed of what's going on with that. I will be doing a watch party for Backlash, not this Saturday, but next Saturday on the 9th. But other than that, this is your man Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Thursday Night Trey, aka Watch Party Trey, aka Prediction King.
Oh my god. Hey, this your boy Jay, aka OTR Messiah, aka Full Time Jay, aka he's the prediction king. That's fine. He just made that up. I'm the prediction champ. Why? Because I've won multiple. So we'll go ahead and give him his make believe title. All right. There you go.
Peace out.